So
Hi, my name's Haley. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Wait, I'm not Haley. This is Haley.
Hi, my name's Haley. Welcome to my YouTube channel. That's going to be the intro now.
Yeah, I know.
This is my boyfriend, Zach. And if you've not been here before, it's usually just me. But we're going to be welcoming back my lovely assistant here to do a vinyl haul. This is, I think, actually the last time you were here for the vinyl haul, it was for the same store, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So I'm consistent at least. So we've got some vinyl here today. We purchased all of this from Second and Charles in Gainesville.
Yes.
So that's
we do have a couple outliers for the end of the episode.
we do have a special holiday twist at the end. Even though this will be coming out a little later, we are filming this during the holidays, so we will be doing a little gift exchange at the end, which is also vinyl, because what do you get the person who has everything? But vinyl. But so let's go ahead and get into it. This is what our second or third, at least.
With me?
No, I was going to say second or third haul from Second and Charles.
Yeah, I think it's the third, I believe.
Yeah, and there's a stack of vinyl upstairs that I still haven't recorded. That's also purchased from them. So they're easily becoming one of my favorite stores, I have to say. They're still number 2, because everyone who's watched my vinyl hauls knows what my number 1 is. But we don't go to St. Augustine, because
We could.
but we just haven't. So it's been a while. But let's just go ahead and get into this, and let's start it off with one that I was not anticipating, one that surprised me. As you know, we're trying to get more hard rock, hair metal, all that sort of good stuff. Let's see if we can see it. Yep. This is Sammy Hagar. This is, let's see, is this self-titled? What do we call this? I think it might just be self-titled. Yep. This is Sammy Hagar. And we get to see his feet on the back. That's fun.
You can see the feet on both sides.
Can you? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He's just showing his feet off for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. It says, includes the hit single, Give to Live, which I've never heard of before. So I'm intrigued to hear it. Pretty much in terms of Sammy Hagar's solo stuff, I mean, I know Can't Drive 55, that's about it. So, no, that would be the other album. So I am intrigued to hear this. I mean, I love his voice. And produced by Sammy Hagar and Edward Van Halen, so I think that is very, very promising. Yeah. So if you could set that over there, so that's a good start. I'm looking forward to hearing that. We've been getting into some more. I mean, he's not quite niche, you know, but we've been getting a little off the beaten path a bit, so it's been exciting. So I think that'll be a good addition. Now this, let's see. This is Bonnie Raitt, Sweet Forgiveness. As the female singer, Bonnie Raitt's just kind of a given. And to be honest, the main reason I got this, it seems like it's a bunch of covers, so I'm intrigued. But let's see. Additional musicians, John David Souther, which people who know the Eagles know J.D. Souther, and Michael McDonald. Now, if Michael McDonald's on it, I'm buying it. So here we are. And I'm intrigued. I really only know a handful of songs by her, so I'm very interested to see what she's got here. And I think this is an earlier album for her. So
do we know what the vibe of this album?
So just, this is going to be a weird sentence, but solely based off the clothes that everyone's wearing, I think it's going to be that sort of Southern California rock, where it's like not country rock, but it's got the elements of it. Like, I'm thinking early Eagles, kind of like a Carole King sort of thing, but like a bit twangier. Not the oven going off. We're baking in the background. Multitasking. But so that's kind of what my guess is going to be, especially knowing some of her other music. She's got sort of like a pop country rock sort of thing in the very 70s way, so I think this will be in that same vein. So I think it'll be very interesting. Most of what I say during these is interesting, intriguing, and something else. So that's kind of my general. If it's not interesting or intriguing, I'm not buying it. All right. Next, This is an older one. This is Roberta Flack. This is Killing Me Softly. And I realized, I don't think I showed you this after I bought it,
You did.
that it opens up.
Very cool.
So the top of the piano comes off, and then it's her with the open piano, and then, it opens again, and then it's just her.
That is really cool.
I've never seen such a mechanic on that, and then you kind of split that and the vinyls, there you go, the vinyls on the inside. So I mean, I've seen things where they open up before, but to have that level of play with it's kind of very unique.
Yeah.
So I love Killing Me Softly with the song. I think it's one of the best songs. I love singing it. So really just wanted to see what else she had. And I mean, she's a great voice, so I figured it'd be a nice listening music, you know?
Ooh.
This one I was excited about. Foreigner, Inside Information. The only album that I know on this one, the only song that I know on this album is Say You Will, which you probably know. You've probably heard it in my car, if nothing else. But, love Foreigner. We just saw them on their past summer tour.
6 months ago?
6 months ago, yeah. They were with Styx, so.
And who else was there?
It was John Waite,
That's right.
Styx, and Foreigner.
Yeah, it's only $7 for this.
Yeah, so the price is at Second
and Charles.
The prices at Second and Charles are usually pretty good. There's a couple things where you see it and you're like, yeah. But for the most part, like they're pretty good.
Their new vinyl is a little expensive.
But that's also just the new vinyl market. So.
Yeah. I mean, just comparison to what I've seen at some other places.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to something like Walmart, Walmart's always going to win just because the mass. But I'd say Second and Charles is maybe $1 or $2 more than I've seen at some other places.
Yeah. I have to say that the store that I love so good in St. Augustine still has the best prices. That's Tone Bender. Those are the best prices I've seen in the market, just in general. But Second Charles is right there.
It's good,
really
especially
close.
for their used vinyl. Also, just to rep Second Charles a little bit more, they also have cassettes, movies. Most of the time she was looking at vinyl, I kind of wandered off to the books, found a couple books.
Yeah, they've got a good. I mean, it's new. They have used books too, right?
They do have new used books.
Yeah, and they have action figures. One of the last times we went, I got a Star Wars Padme Amidala little action figure that I have somewhere around here. So it was cool. They had technically that qualifies as vintage. So they've got some really interesting stuff. They also have instruments. They sell guitars there. For some reason. I mean, it's cool. But it's just kind of random. Yeah. But not complaining. Moving right along. Supertramp, Even in the Quietest Moments. So this is probably one of the most, to me, it's one of the more iconic album covers. Everyone always talks about Supertramp, Breakfast in America, where the server's got like the big tray and she's in the yellow dress. Like, that's iconic. I just want to point out the dedication of them having to put a piano in like the mountains. It looks like, because you think about this is, what year is this? 1970 something. They put a piano out there. It's not like they were like, oh, let's just AI generate it, and it's clearly not a drawing.
No.
So it's.
Well, they had to drag the piano out there, and then I imagine either like let the snow fall on it, or like pile it up there by hand, and that kind of looks like it naturally fell on it.
Especially the way it's on the top there, yeah. And I'd like to point out that on the sheet music on the piano says Fool's Overture, and that's one of the songs on here. So this is the biggest song off this album that I'm aware of is Give a Little Bit, which is where I've seen this cover before. But it's just an iconic cover. Especially, I feel like it's hard to, I could be biting some words here, but I feel like a lot of iconic covers have people on them, and this one
does not.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I feel like this is a very iconic, distinctive, memorable album cover. But that could just be me worried about the condition of this piano after they had to dig it out. That could just be me. Alright, we went on a bit of a I'll have to grab the other ones.
Well, do you want me to
hold this for a second?
Keep it low so no one can
Yeah. Let's not spoil it. Hold on. I'm gonna rearrange some things here. We went on a bit of a bit of a binge, if we will. Oh, yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Can I?
Yeah.
Let's. Do you want to do it low to high, high to low?
I don't care.
Can I talk about this?
Yes. Go
ahead. I know I'm relatively new on this channel, but I love a good deal. Especially when it's from one of the greats, Elton John, Zia. I know none of the songs from here, but it was $1, and it's Elton John, and basically everything I've ever heard from him is good. Even if it's not my favorite thing, it's quality music, and for $1, you can't beat that. So,
can I make light fun of you?
Sure.
The reason it was $1 is because Zia isn't the name of the album.
Oh,
someone wrote their name on it.
Oh shoot! Okay, it's the Fox.
So it's Elton John the Fox.
Okay.
But when I saw it, I also thought Zia was the.
So I found this thing, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of a different style, and the Fox, like I couldn't really. Well, can we put the?
Yes.
Just for the people back home, I don't want y'all to think I'm a total dingleberry. But as you will see,
the tag does cover
the title. So I seriously thought that this was called Zia, and I guess
it completely makes sense. And the way that this Zia person, I'm assuming we're saying that right. The way that I'm going to say she. The way that she wrote her name looks very artistic.
It does.
Like, I love... She's got some zing to it, you know? So I do love that. And actually, I just noticed if you look in the TV, you got Elton John's face there. Kind of, like, creeping. There he is again. But, yeah.
But, like I said, I do not recognize any of the songs.
Yeah, it will be new. I'm intrigued by... He's got some interest...
Oh, it does have Elton's song on it.
Well, it's got Elton's song on it. You're thinking of your song.
Oh, that's right.
Which actually transitions us pretty nicely into this album. Which is the next Elton John album. Which I bring it up as a transition. Which, hold on. I gotta break the little tape there. So this is...
How much was this one?
This one was... $7.25, which for a classic album like this is really, really a good deal. And Donde Está? The reason I bring this up is that this is the album with your song on it, which is what you were thinking of. So a really good condition, very, very minimal ring wear here. And I mean, just classic album. One of his earlier ones, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I think it'll be, especially as a piano player, I think it'll be a very useful study.
And I like that the lyrics for each one of the songs are on the inside.
Yeah, you don't always get that, especially, I could be wrong that this is one of his earlier ones. I don't know what.
I mean, the paper's in such good condition, and
there's really no...
And you know, with old paper, sometimes you get kind of like a musty odor coming off of it, and this doesn't have it at all.
No, it's just got the nice old vinyl smell. So, yeah, no, this is in really good condition, printed in the USA, which is interesting because, British. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's just in remarkably good condition, which a lot of times when you see these gate folds, you'll have some pretty significant wear here, but even the spine is in beautiful condition. Half the time you can never read the spines. So this is just in truly great condition.
Jumping back to this one too, the one that was $1. I mean, same thing. It's not. I mean, the condition on this is not quite as great.
It's got someone's name on it.
Mostly that, but the actual cover is not in horrible shape either.
Yeah, and I actually kind of like it when people would write their names on the thing. Not so much on the cover, but part of the reason I like used vinyl to begin with. Let's see if I can multitask this conversation.
I can.
Wait, hold on. I'm determined. Part of the reason I like old vinyl is because it itself tells a story, and it's like someone used to own this, someone used to take care of it, someone used to listen to it, dance around in the room in 1972 or whatever, and just the story that comes with physical media, especially used physical media, is so interesting and so vibrant, especially just, I don't know. sometimes you'll see people will write it on the label on the inside on the actual vinyl itself, and it's kind of nice. It's like you get to carry on what they started, you know, in a way. Even though it's just like, oh, they were listening to it. It's not like they wrote it. I don't know. There's maybe my voice cracked. Maybe them buying that album, you know, is one of the million that got this artist their like platinum disc or whatever. You know, I just think it's really. I don't know. I get kind of sappy about it. I promise this is our last, our last Elton John one. But they just had a lot, which was really nice. So this is Elton John, Rock of the Westies.
And as I'm going back, not to bring this one up again, but the handwriting is kind of similar.
It is kind of a similar. Hold on, hold it up.
Not identical, mind you, but
no, but the vibe is there. I'm telling you, that's why that's why we thought that was the actual thing. But let's see. Let me see. I don't know if I know. Part of the reason I got this was just because the price, and once again, Elton John. It's kind of hard to go wrong with Elton John. But
what was the price on that?
This one was $7.
Oh, nice. How much was it originally?
It says $19.95.
Awesome.
So.
Good deal on that.
Yeah. So, I mean, oh, well, I'm not even realizing what I'm looking at here. We got a oh my god, perfect condition inner cover. One of those cardboard covers. None of the, not that you can really see, but none of the sides.
Damage. What's
usually
like
these
all
sides
four
are cracked.
Corners
are perfect. Yeah, sharp. And it's like wondering if the person who bought this never opened it. I mean, you see this condition. Sometimes I've gotten sealed where it's not even this good condition. And we have the original lyric sheet, which it's interesting that they did both a lyric sheet and a cardboard.
I'm thinking that this might have come out before, because you do see a little bit of damage right here at the corner, but it's very minimal.
Like folded.
But just so.
Grabbing it with my thumb.
I'm hoping that someone listened to this previously, because.
I mean, it's got a little dust on it, but this is actually really cool. I'll show it to you first. They've got the band members on the actual label. I've never seen that before. That's really
very nice.
Just twist my arms here. There's Elton. So that's really, I mean, I've never seen that before. That's just, the quality of it's stupendous, frankly. I mean, no ring wear. It's gorgeous. And he's got this nice little piano ring on his finger that I want. But that's, yeah. So I'm going to be listening to a lot of Elton John.
Though that hairdo is a little wild.
He was working on it, okay?
It's just...
Leave him alone.
Just so that people can see. It's like, what is that? Is
Leave
it a
him
mullet
alone.
or what?
He was wearing a hat, okay?
I mean, man definitely has fashion, but that hair...
He was working on it. He didn't have the, like, gajillions of dollars that he now has, you know, to truly sell his hair, you know? Alright, this one I was very excited to see. This is a Steve Perry Street Talk. So this is, I'm going to take it out of the sleeve. This is Steve Perry's, like, I think it's his first and I'll say main solo album. This is Oh Sherry, Foolish Heart, Strung Out. These are, like, this is his big solo album. I was really, really excited to see it. We got the original paper sleeve. We got a little bit of damage on the bottom where the album's poking out, but the sides are perfect. And we got beautiful, just beautiful red in there. I like it because it makes it kind of consistent with the red on the
cover.
On the cover. But yeah, I was not expecting to see this, to say the least. So really just excited to see this one. And you know who Steve Perry is, right?
Don't smile at me like that. I'm thinking. Who's Steve Perry?
He's the lead singer of Journey, or he was.
That's right.
So,
I was thinking Eagles for a second, then I'm like, no, that's not right.
Yep, you're in the right realm-ish, but yeah. I won't put you on the spot, I promise. Not again.
Who is this?
This is actually a small artist. So this is Alana Miles.
Okay.
I call her a small artist. Her song Black Velvet was huge.
Okay.
Like this was a very, very big song. So, and this is the album that's off of.
Oh.
So I was intrigued to see this. I think it's important to note that she's wearing what appears to be either leather or velvet as her skirt. On the back there, it's kind of hard to tell. I think it's leather.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of her vibe, you know. She's got that very, serious look on her face there. But I was just kind of intrigued to see what else she had. I'd only ever heard Black Velvet. I used to sing it in my band like all the time. So just kind of intrigued to see what else she had. Yeah.
Nice.
Right. This one I knew you would be excited about. This is Business as Usual by Men at Work, which this is the one with Who Can It Be Now?
Down Under.
This is like their big
Be
album.
Good Johnny. Oh yeah, this is. I heard songs off this album a lot growing up, so I'm excited to listen to it in its entirety.
Yeah, I mean, Who Can It Be Now is like walking around our house is what we sing to each other, which I don't know what that says about us, but I think we were doing it earlier, so at least we're consistent. But
Down Under is my favorite.
Yeah, you've done that on karaoke.
I have.
And you don't really sing that much, so
I don't, but it's not that hard of a song, and it's kind of a fun, lighthearted song.
Oh yeah,
so.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
And it's definitely good if you've had a couple beers and you're kind of like feeling good. It's you don't have to really think about it too much when you sing. So. And I love the yellow.
I was going to say, the yellow is very unique. You don't see that.
And it really pops. Like, even when I saw this just looking over, I was like, oh, Men at Work.
Yeah. It's a very, very distinct. Once again, an album cover, no people on it. Very distinct. Now this one, Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. This is The Distance. This is the one that has Roll Me Away on it. No, that's a different album. But this is Roll Me Away, which is, my dad's always described it as like a big biker song. Your dad probably likes it.
Probably.
But, so, I don't think I have any Bob Seger. So I just felt like I really needed to add to my collection in this area. I mean, Bob Seger's, to call him iconic is an understatement. So I just thought it'd be a nice addition to our collection.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we got one more, and then we got our gifts for each other. Now, this one, I don't usually buy a lot of new vinyl, especially from like actual like record stores, as we say. Usually, it's a little more pricey, but I felt like the price on this was not that bad. It was $28.
No, it's not bad at all.
Not bad, and I love this band. I only have their debut album, and my copy skips, so I have to buy a new copy at some point. But it's Guns N' Roses. It's Guns N' Roses live, New York City, February 2nd, 1988. So that's part of also why I'm wearing one of my Guns N' Roses shirts now. Actually, I made this shirt. It used to be like a normal rectangular,
I remember when you made
like men's shirt. Now it's cool. It's a cool shirt now.
Reach Out of Mine, Knocking on Heaven's Door, Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise
So
City,
Easy.
Rocket Queen.
Yeah. Wait, Rocket Queen's on this?
Yep.
I didn't even know that. That's my favorite song.
I know.
That's okay. I didn't even realize that. I was just so excited by the album in general. I'm really excited now. We're listening to this right.
What is that face? Is that Slash?
Yes, Slash's face here is a little. And then we got just Axl there on the cover. That's great. This is sealed because it's new. They say limited splatter vinyl. Do you want to open this?
We can.
I kind of want to see the pattern.
Okay.
You get me some scissors or a key or something.
Let's see if there's a key.
That's it, because our keys are right there. It might be easy. Thank you. I'm going to use them. Yep. Thank you. Opening lots of perfectly fitted plastic, you get to learn some tips and tricks. Okay, come on, baby.
You help?
Nope, I got it. Dee. Beautiful. And part of why I'm okay with buying new vinyl is if it's got funky designs on it. Because I am just entertained enough to go, ooh, pretty colors, you know? There we go. Alright, moment of truth here. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be beautiful.
Yo.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I like that.
They said that was splatter, but I didn't quite like register what that meant until right now. That's so cool. We are listening to this as soon as we stop recording.
Okay.
This is, you can tell it's like the heavy 180 gram. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you see, it's like heavier than the other ones. Yeah, a lot of new vinyl. Yeah, which is
does
good.
Does that imply more sturdiness, better quality?
Yeah, well, I think so. I have mixed feelings on it. You know, in my experience, and I'm not an expert, but in my experience, it tends to be less likely to jump or have the needle jump because it's a little heavier. You're less likely to get it where it's warped because it weighs a little more. It tends to sound cleaner, which I think is both a positive and a negative because I like the crackles and the pops. That's like part of why I listen to vinyl. If I want to hear a clean, crisp thing, I would just listen to, you know, a speaker. Although I know MP3 is an inferior audio type, as everyone will say, but it's kind of like there's positives and negatives. You know, it's all based on your opinion. But that's kind of why I prefer more of the used vinyl side of it. But when you get stuff that didn't exist, stuff that's new, you have to kind of, you know, deal with it. And really, I'm just excited to have it. Especially now that I know Rocket Queen's on it. I did not know that, and I'm really excited. All right, now we're to the part of our show, the holiday part, where we are going to exchange. Ta-da! Let's see, let me get it right.
Yes.
2 Zach from Haley and 2 Haley
It'd be
from
really
Zach.
awkward if we opened like the thing.
Yeah, our own. That would be kind of lame. How about you go first?
Oh, we don't want to open them at the same time?
We could. I want you to go first.
Okay, alright, I'll go first.
Got my lovely Snoopy wrapping paper here.
Yeah, ironically, we used the same paper.
We did use the same paper, but we were also like picking from the same pool of paper, being that we live together. So, but it is kind of funny that we picked the exact same paper. I had a couple options.
Ooh.
So this is we bought this the same day for each other, but we hid what we got. So I think you might have known what this was. He was trying to guess.
I was trying to guess. I narrowed it down to about 3 bands. So this is Magma by Gojira. If y'all aren't familiar with them, they're a French heavy metal band. This last year for the Summer Olympics, they were the band that actually opened it.
They were really cool. Yeah. Like they were awesome, and we actually saw them this summer
in September, I believe.
September, yes, with Korn, right?
Yeah, Korn and Spirit Box.
Yes. It was Spirit Box, Gojira, and Korn. So it was a little out of my wheelhouse, but it was really good.
So definitely heavy metal.
Yeah.
I would say at that show, Korn was pretty good.
I mean, it's Korn. You know?
It's Korn. You know, it's solid. Spirit Box was awesome, but Gojira just
was
killed it. Like honestly, when like Korn came out, I was like, can Gojira just play another song? Because it was so awesome.
Yeah, I would agree. Although I think that they could have mixed it a little better. I couldn't hear the vocals live.
Yeah.
But when you got that killer of a drummer, you're gonna lose the vocals a bit.
So, looking at the side A, I know most of the songs on side A. I know Silvera, The Cell, Stranded, Yellowstone. I think I know the Shooting Star. The B side, I've heard Magma like once, so I'm really excited to listen to the B side and kind of.
So it follows the trends of most albums, where the A side you know everything, and the B side you're like,
So I'm gonna open it up and see what it looks like.
I don't think it's a color one. I think it's just a standard.
All right. Well, I just kind of want to see what's on the inside, if that makes sense. Just to see if there's any sort of art.
Narrowing down what key you need. Do you need help?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Just try not to damage anything.
Yeah, that's the thing is when the plastic's so
thin.
So thin and so like tight on it.
Yeah, I mean I already kind of dinked it a little bit.
It's okay.
It's not the end of the
It's
world.
okay. This is why when you get albums secondhand, they're.
Yeah.
I used to tape my albums back together when I would get used.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's okay.
In the store.
Ooh, I see. They've got a sleeve insert. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so they have,
A lot of times you don't see that anymore.
So they have the lyrics.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And then they have a printout of the band.
That's really cool. That could be a poster if you
Very
wanted.
nice, yeah.
And then,
And they have all the people, all the members and what they play.
oh,
so.
nice. And yeah, all the credits are there. Nice.
And they have this nice cover on it.
Yeah, the paper sleeve.
And then
There you go.
see what it looks like on the other side. I think it's just a
Oh, but it's got a nice picture on the sticker there.
very nice.
That's
yeah.
cool.
So.
Very nice.
Very nice.
It's fun gifting vinyl because we're both going to get to listen to it.
Yeah. It's kind of like gifting like a bag of chocolate to someone you live with because you're gonna get to eat at least a third of the chocolate.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Dude, is that what you guessed? Had you narrowed it down
Yeah,
to...
yeah. I narrowed it down to this and what else was it? I think there was a Wage War album. No, there was something other.
I'm not sure. I saw that was Gojira and I immediately grabbed it and ran. I was like, he can't know. And he starts asking me like, oh, have we seen them live? And I'm like, shut up.
that was what kind of told me. I was like, okay.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna open mine now. How did you wrap this?
Very well.
You're not getting in here. Oh yeah, that's what I was hoping it was. See if I can get it out. Oh yeah, it's Dr. Feelgood. Alright, that's so good. First ever vinyl pressing of the 40th anniversary remaster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. And you can tell it's like a heavy one.
A little bulkier.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. So, of course, the classic album cover, and we got the back here.
Mm-hmm.
They're all in straitjackets. I feel like Tommy could get out of that. He doesn't look phased at all. Like he seems unbothered by this situation. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, this is for me, this is Motley Crue. I love, Dr. Feelgood, Kickstart My Heart Without You, Same Old Situation, Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are my favorite Motley Crue songs. There's a lot of Motley Crue songs, but these are my favorite. So that's really great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
Are you gonna open it
let's
up?
see. Yeah, let's see if we can't get this baby open. I like to try to pull a corner here and then make a little hole. Ta-da! No, this is. Oh, you got it?
Yep.
There we go.
Did that get it?
Maybe.
Let me have
Tips and tricks.
Let me have a wing of it.
And this also fits in our desire to get more hair metal. So I actually only have one Motley Crue album. I have Theater of Pain. So this is a nice addition.
Which that is the one I almost bought, and then she
I
caught me.
happened to see him. I turned my head at just the right time as he was running into the line, and I went, "No, I have that one."
That's the one you can't get.
I was like, "No, like literally any of the other ones." Let's see.
I was a little overwhelmed, and then I saw Dr. Feelgood, and
Yeah,
I was
they're-
I recognize that album.
That one's familiar. There we go. All right, we're in. I just realized that the umlaut are little skulls. You see that?
I see that. It's very cool.
I had never noticed that before. That's cool. All right, let's see. It's like this cardboard thick. Okay. like making sure there's nothing extra in there as thick as it was. Alright. Oh, you got some like Polaroids. And then we have the lyrics. So that's very nice. Alright. And then nice stark white label there. So there we go. It's beautiful. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited to listen to it too.
Alright, and with that, that is our album haul. And once again, everything but the last two came from Second Charles. The last two came from FYE.
Mm-hmm. At
the mall.
At which mall? Okay.
Where,
okay.
I don't want people to be able to track me that closely.
Oh, okay.
Cute, but no.
Yes.
FYE is a chain.
Okay.
So, and some of them still have vinyl. The one by us has actually reduced their vinyl a lot, and my friend is the store manager there. And he's a guitarist who I've played with before, and he's like, yeah, it's just kind of lame that they're reducing the vinyl, but they've got cool stuff there that's still so, and they have a bunch of Funko Pops, which are sadly still one of my vices. They're so blocky, you know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy holidays. I know this is coming out a little after, but happy New Year, happy everything, and we will see you next time.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.